Hello, I'm Philip Brunelle, Artistic Director and founder of VocalEssence and organist choirmaster at Plymouth Congregational Church in Minneapolis. Each day I've selected a different composer, one that has had a role to play with both organizations, and today it is the Finnish composer Einojuhani Rautavaara. This is not a name that everyone would know, though of course more people do, because in the last few years the Minnesota Orchestra, because of its Finnish conductor, has programmed music of Rautavaara. But before that, his music was simply not heard here in town. I knew about his music and I thought we should do something about that. So why don't we have a festival of Rautavaara, and I'll invite him to come. Now, my son Tim, who is my videographer, said, how do you organize a festival? How do you get people to come? Well, first of all, you have to start by inviting the composer. So I did, and he wrote back when I said I wanted to do a week of his music, and he said, this is the first time there has ever been a festival of my music outside of Finland. He said there might be an individual piece, but never a festival. He was thrilled. And of course, this is a man who had composed 8 symphonies, 9 operas, 12 concertos, was professor at the Sibelius Academy, and born in 1928, passed away in 2016. So it was around the year 2000 that I invited him to come. And of course, I did the kinds of things one would do. I tried to find who are the people in the Finnish community who would be interested. They all knew his name, of course, but they did not know of him. He certainly is regarded as the most notable Finnish composer since Sibelius. And so in 1998, we had this festival, and I thought, well, in addition to all the music we're going to do, we need to commission something. And we commissioned a set of 3 pieces for the ensemble singers. These pieces were a cappella, and he took his words from the noted poet in Finland, Aleksis Kivi. Now, I have to tell you, learning to sing in Finnish is a great challenge for singers. It's just not a language that is as easy to pick up as, say, German or Spanish, but it's a beautiful language. And this is the first piece in this group of 3 pieces. It was called Melancholy, but I remember as we were rehearsing it, getting ready for performance, Rautavaara said to me, don't give in to the sadness of the piece. Keep this piece still positive. Music of Rautavaara. When I met Rautavaara, I said to him, you know, you have a very unusual first name, Einojuhani. He was known as Eino, E-I-N-O, but the whole name, E-I-N-O-J-U-H-A-N-I. I said, where did that name come from? And he said, I made it up. I said, what? He said, no, I was Eino, but you know, I love math, and Rautavaara has 10 letters to it. And so I wanted my first name to have 10 letters, so I just created Einojuhani to go with Rautavaara. Well, he was, as you can imagine, a charming, wonderful man. And in addition to all of what we know about him, I also asked him, so how do you think about commissioning and about most of the composing of music? He said, well, actually, I think composing is like gardening because there's an organic growth that happens in the garden. And he said for him, there was an organic growth that happened in composing music. I'm going to play another little piece for you, a very early piece that he wrote in 1952, a little Finnish prayer. And of course, it had a wonderful little text. I loved the first line that says, please bring us honey on your tongue, O Virgin Mary, beautiful mother. Honey as medicine that will cure all my troubles. So you'll hear these wonderful big chords that are typical of Rautavaara's music. You can see why it was so wonderful to bring Rautavaara here for a whole week of music. Concertos, choral music, music for brass and organ. A great and wonderful composer, one of the wonderful people of this world. Thank you, Einojuhani Rautavaara, for what you brought to music. Have a wonderful day.